All right, today we are going to review and do a flip through of the story of Jesus's people. This is by generations, and this is level 1. So we use this year for my daughter for first grade. First off, she was so excited when these came, and she was reading it even before we started school. Here's the table of contents. It basically takes you through history and some important people that God used. I love how they talk about history being God's story. That is the overarching theme of this book. Whose story is it? It's God's story. So that's kind of where you begin. God is writing a story. Then we start with the early Christians, Paul, and then we move on from there, almost to current day. You see there's maps in here, faith lessons at the end, and the stories are really captivating. Like I said, my daughter really enjoyed this. Each day doesn't take long to read, probably 15 minutes, maybe a little bit more if you're taking your time. I usually read these to my daughter, although she would read them by herself, maybe after or to read ahead. But each day is about 3 to 4 pages with, again, the faith lessons at the end. There's beautiful pictures, and they are pictures of places where these people are from, which we enjoyed a lot. Again, they have the maps in there, so there's lots of geography as well. And yes, God and the gospel is throughout this whole book. Like, this is the focus of it all, which I love. I'm just kind of doing some quick flip through of the text. I feel like these faith lessons, they were good inspiration for my daughter, good connection to the whole story, and just good lessons that I want her to learn while she's young. I would say the stories definitely didn't skip out on things. We talked about people being slaves, people having to flee captors, the police coming. Again, he knew they would try to kill him if they helped the children escape, but he still helped the children. And these are things I really think are important to teach children, even at a young age. Again, beautiful pictures, beautiful maps. It was really engaging. So that is just a quick flip through of the text. And then moving on to the activity book. I was hesitant to buy this because I wasn't sure if we would use it or need it, but I'm glad I did. I feel like it was a good connection to the story. And we usually did this the day after we read the story. I'll show you the schedule here. They really take time for this book. We went pretty fast through it. We also used another history curriculum from Christian Light social studies program. We did that as well this year because there's lots of flex days in here, which maybe we should have just taken our time, because I'm sure we could really get into each story more, maybe even learn more about the cultures and the places that they're talking about. So yeah, I like these little activities just to get the kids thinking how people traveled in certain times. She had to draw pictures throughout this, kind of connecting past and present, how things have changed. There are a lot of coloring pictures throughout this, which my daughter wasn't super thrilled with, but just because she's not a huge fan of coloring. But each one has a verse with it. But I love these. So they do lots of map learning. You have to find different places on the map. You have to fill those in. Circling places that we talked about. I feel like it was a great introduction to maps and the world. Learning to read a map, northeast, south, and west. Directions, so she had to find, okay, which direction is this country in relation to another country. It does timelines, which was also, I love that it introduced that because she just got exposed to just, again, the past, the present, those differences. She had to find certain countries on a map, how things are different today than they were in the past. They have a few things in here, ideas to make little crafts. Again, you could really go more in depth than we did. I like this little picture. Anyway, I feel like this, again, I'm glad we got the activity book, and I would get the activity books for the other grades of this as well. Now, I don't have the next one yet, although I just really love the stories and how it's God focused. I think we will supplement this kind of history just so that we can get an overarching, Again, maybe I should just add some stuff to this if I need to or feel like I need to, because I would say it's a full curriculum. You don't need other things. All right, there you have it. I definitely recommend this generation's. I feel like this generation's curriculum, again, was God-centered, really inspired my first grader. Again, hard stories, but important ones for our kids to know. All right, thanks.